Hey guys, Luke here, and today we're playing this game. Just in case you want to know, it's actually on sale right now. It even shows my FPS. Don't know what's up with that mouse there. Speaking of the game, I've played this for a while, it's freaking great. It's actually on sale. And while we're talking, the visual I'm doing uploading is because I'm too embarrassed to. And also, these, they might appear to work, but I can't hear anything. Now I wish I got subtitles. I'm going to skip the opening scene, but this is part one. So one. Sorry for the silence, I'm just... My phone's on charge. So about the loading screen, this computer only has 1,600 megahertz. And 2 cores. Technically 1 since my other one burnt out. I'm not happy. Oh my god, I'll probably have some like music in the background while this loads. I'm watching H2O Delirious. Hey Joshua. Rest in peace, headphone users. Sorry. Sorry about that. If you can hear like a bit around sound, that's just the fan of the thing my laptop is on. I might as well turn it down for the video.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-lifting, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up for...
So yeah guys, you know why I can't hear anything? Because this uses two my microphone plugged in currently, and it thinks I've got headphones in. No, I don't. Yeah. It's either that or my PS4 one, which I don't like using. Where is it? Yay.
From his desk and stepped
Done.
out of his office. All of
Oh,
his
I know the
co-workers
story.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No, he wouldn't have missed the
No matter how
memo.
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Because if he would have missed one, he would have been called one. And he would have called one. Also, if you die, it says, what? All of his co-workers will work. Wait. Yeah. Let's continue. You can't jump. It's really annoys me since you might hear this a lot. With my laptop. So it's lagging, jeepers. Because I'm using a rubbish one. Looking at circles. I've got the achievement where you have to like climb on this desk and yeah. Oh, nice desk. I played this game before. But before me today.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
Okay.
entered the door on his left.
And yes, I've got all the endings. So I know exactly what's gonna happen, but I'm not gonna spoil it. So I'm gonna do the
Yet there was not a single person there either.
I'm gonna follow all of
Feeling
his
a wave
commands
of
and not.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
But like going downstairs just leads you to an insanity.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2-8. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
I can't hear that. Where is it?
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the
Calmly?
opened passageway.
I'm not calm. I'm hyper. Oh, this is creepy. Flip. Loading. Loading. The end is never. Sorry. Tune in soon for PS4 gameplay and Xbox One.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I didn't notice that. Guys, I never noticed that before. So, you know what? Next, I want to go there.
The lights rose on an enormous...
If you can hear Stampy in the background, that's my little sister.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
This game is by the way, if you watch this video and the sales video over, get the demo. The demo for the game is great. You know why? Because it literally breaks the fourth wall there. It says welcome to the Stanley Parable demonstration. I played it and it was great. Okay, I'm fucking awesome. Just made me want to get this. Currently it's only £2, which $3, I'm not sure.
Revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh. Yep, that sometimes happens.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again...
Oh, yeah, sorry for not talking, just he keeps talking a lot. Oh, it's one of my favourite things. And it teleports you to a different area, because if you look on the screen, it's like something just appear. See?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
That is so beautiful.
And yet, even as the immense door
that is beautiful.
Stanley reflected
No matter
on how
what
many
they say.
still lay unsolved.
Oh,
Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the
he's making a new game by the way they created
none
this.
of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power
No.
that he had been seeking.
Don't play up now, mouse.
Perhaps his goal had
He's
not
under
been
the
to
mouse like to
understand,
play up.
but to let go. No longer
did
would
that
anyone
for
tell him where
ages.
to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
No, I did.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
The end is never, the end is never, the end is never, the end is never. I had to. And yes, I know the dad is dead. Although, does anyone know what the hell the flossing dance is? I can't do it since I'm sitting down on my bed. With TV, monitor, keyboard, Xbox, PS4. Editing mode, could you please maybe edit that out? I just wanted, please. The end is never, the end is never, the end is loading. I didn't know the end was loading. How long is this video? So you know what? I'm gonna end it here. I want to find out what that escape thing is right now. Not right now and soon, but yeah. Anyway, that's it for this video. This is just one ending out of all the. What the fudge?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What has happened? Guys. This is weird, isn't it? I came out of there and... What?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Okay, let's go this way. I like
the
this
correct
one.
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Anyway, you know, I'm gonna end the video in style.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Anyway, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Please leave a thumbs up. What does anyone know what on earth the thumbs up even does? I don't even know what is happening.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That's it for this video.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a
Hope you
trace of his
enjoyed.
co-workers.
I don't know if leaving a thumbs up will do anything, but if you really enjoyed, leave a like. So you can add to your playlist. If you love the video, just leave a like. You can if you want, I'm not sure. But if you want to stay up to date for all my stuff that I do lots of gaming videos, some Minecraft. Well, very, very rarely Minecraft, but I will do some modded stuff. It's fun. Anyway, that's it for this video. I didn't have any time to say that. Anyway, bye. And don't forget, my name is not Stanley. Also, can you hear rain in there? Because one time it was completely raining. Yeah, all good stuff can happen in this game. Anyway, bye. Now, and all this time I bet you couldn't even see my face.